in Myra's. I'm playing around with QuickTime Player, but meanwhile, I was wanting to jump on because people haven't seen me online for a while, and I'm trying to change a little bit of my direction with my business. So I was hoping to jump online now and again and do some informal chats, mostly because I think with all of the things going on in the world at the moment, everything's just so discombobulated is the only word I've got in mind for myself. But I just think just getting together and chatting just as real human beings, one-on-one, sewing, it's one of the best ways that I can escape from all the chatter of my mind. So I thought I'd jump on now and again, just a bit like I used to. Today I thought I'd mostly actually talk a little bit about some of the concept designs behind my... some people may know that most of my patterns I've designed are vintage inspired, usually being inspired by a particular movie or a movie icon. So the latest movie I brought out in about September last year was called The Dinner of Eight Bra. And you may or may not remember, but I did do a call out asking people to see if they could work out who it would be, which movie star I went with. And there was one person that actually guessed it, which I thought was absolutely amazing. So The Dinner at Eight Bras is based on this movie, The Dinner at Eight movie, which is... I'm so sorry. It's Jean Harlow in the movie Dinner at Eight, and Jean Harlow in the Dinner at Eight movie I originally came up with because I'd been making this bra and the colours of the bra were very much like the cover of that movie. Now that movie itself you can't stream online, well you can't in Australia. So I actually managed to get the DVD, but it's quite hilarious. It's about a group of 8 people that meet for dinner, and they're all having quite scandalous affairs with each other, and it's quite hilarious. And the reason I brought that up that way as well is there's 4 different versions of my Dinner at Eight bra, and the other versions are a little bit more risque. Well, I had to spend about 3/4 an hour filming on QuickTime Player, and it all fell over and it didn't work, so I'm trying again. But as I've been trying to get the concept across is that I don't want these videos to be all about me. The reason I was wanting to start to do them was I thought I was trying to help people sort of just shift into that engaging with the process, engaging with oneself rather than the mind, so that we can all hopefully enjoy some slow sewing and creative time. And I was hoping maybe you might want to do that with me together, just as a community. And for all those creatives out there that do content creation, you might know that sometimes I've already filmed this, I think about 5 times now. Each time it didn't work. So if I get a bit faster, that's why. So coming back to the Dinner at Eight bra. So this is the original Dinner at Eight bra, and it's called the Dinner at Eight because it's designed after the movie. But those that may or may not know my process, usually my bras were named after a particular movie icon, like there's the Grace after Grace Kelly and the Vivian after Vivian Leigh. So with this particular one, it was already a Harlow bra, and the jean bra wasn't as... So in the end, I went with the Dinner at Eight because it sounded quite classy. Anyway, so the original one, number 1, the main one, it has an extended frame. You can see that. Now, the reason for that is that my bras I designed for women with large cup, small frames, and so the extended frame gives more support through the frame. The this one, the dinner at 8, is also only, like the Betty, is designed for cup sizes D to G. I apologise for that. It's just that, well, no, I don't apologise. It's more that in order to get that fit for a small cup, sorry, large cup, small frame balance, it needs to be designed a specific way. If I'm then to go and do A to C cups, I'll have to redesign it all completely. And that's just a little costly for me. So the cup itself is a darted cup, so that it means that you can get a really good display of your lace across the top of the cup. And it's a one-piece darted cup, and then it's quite sheer. And the reason I've done that is so that then it can display this power bar behind. Now, the power bar originally was there to be a design feature, but one of the things I've found over time is because it's satin over foam, it's very comfortable, and even a lot of the pattern testers said they were really surprised, and that's why they really loved it, because that satin covered foam power bar is so comfortable. So that is the base variation, variation 1, and that is designed, of course, to go with the lovely vintage inspired knickers that I designed for most of my patterns, which is these ones here, which is the Charlotte knickers, and you can add piping, and there's all sorts of other details within the pattern booklet for those Charlotte knickers. And the Charlotte name comes from the character, that's right, the character that Betty Davis is playing in the movie Now Voyager, and it goes with the Betty bra. So that's why it's called the Charlotte. Now, with variation 2 for the dinner at 8 bra, I have these cutouts at the bottom. And the reason I put the cutouts there was to display this power bar. So that creates this design concept there that, again, as I said, is just a little bit risque, or which goes with that scandalous option within that dinner at 8 movie. The power bar then extends up, and then I've got my signature wide straps that also go with the Betty bra. And so that creates this really pretty bra motif. Variation 3, the difference with variation 3 is you've still got this cup with the cutout at the bottom, but at the front of the cup, there's this option to pleat the cup in here and then have the free floating frame. Now with that, I've got in the pattern booklet how to hack that pattern yourself. It's not a separate pattern piece, because that was going to make the pattern more costly. That particular one, the colours are very much the same as the original version of this, which I was inspired by Halle Berry in that original Halle Berry's quite iconic Oscar dress. So variation 4 is this one here, which is where I've got pin tucks on the foam power bar. Now that originally was designed around the Barbarella movie. I don't know if people remember it. It was from the 50s with Jane Fonda, and I must watch it again. That's where the pin tucks are here, it's explained how to do that in the pattern booklet. But the concept that I really wanted to get to was a little bit more contoured, and if you look on my grid, I'll put a link when I upload this video, if this one finally works. Anna, I'll link it. She did the magnificent job, got it just the way I wanted it to be. So finally, hopefully this one will work, because this must be about the 7th time I've filmed now. The main concept behind what I was trying to do here was to hopefully that maybe we could all get together and do some slow sewing and create a sense of community. I was thinking more some hand sewing techniques, so I thought we could do some more things like I'm trying to work on a way to do that foam power bar, but with contouring, like quilted and then hand beaded. I also thought about doing, say, silk flowers, either the tiny little silk flowers that I make, like the little violets out of silk, and or the larger ones I use for millinery, some of the millinery techniques. I'm very happy if people might want to give some other concepts on what they might like to learn. Another thought I had was that during lockdowns, I got about 3/4 of the way through a men's shirt making course for men. I started it as if men had never sewn before. I did think about maybe finishing that if people felt that perhaps partners or other men they knew, or men who happen to be listening, might like to have a try at that. Anyway, I look forward to hopefully you might find this interesting, and I'll get better at videoing again. And thank you for listening. And if you were in Victoria, I'd love to do that more face-to-face. So if you were able to shoot me an email or something like that, if you did wanted to actually join in face-to-face, that would be really lovely. And I've got a bit lost because I've been shuffling between QuickTime Player, the phone, and the videos. So hopefully some of that works, and I'll get much better at video over the coming weeks, and perhaps nearly. Anyway, thank you for listening. Bye.